And then when you said, I think this is what you said, I don't know, you said it fast. Something about like how the darkness is stronger inherently or something like that in us.
Well, it's stronger from the point of view that it doesn't take any effort to manifest. In other words,
Okay.
it's something that, because emotion drives it, as soon as you have the emotion, it sort of starts to run. The discipline of the logical thought or the light takes some effort. It doesn't happen and manifest in such a way. In other words, you get angry or upset or some negative, dark thing, it happens pretty quickly. You have a thought to be nice or generous, that doesn't always happen so quickly. It takes practice, it takes development. First you have a thought, because how many times have you had a thought to go do something nice for somebody, but you didn't just do it, you thought about it for a while, and then you put it off, and then you thought about it, until finally you did it or didn't do it, right? But when you get angry, it just happens and you quickly start because it's a more powerful response. Let's call it a more fleshly, carnal response. The other stuff is a more above response. You have to develop that response mechanism so that up and through you happens more readily and more swiftly. And then the next time it comes up, you might respond more quickly until it becomes more natural for you to respond in that positive above sort of way. Mm-hmm. The flesh responds quickly. So when I say it's more powerful, I mean it's because it's your more natural, quick response without a whole lot of effort. It takes a lot more to choose not to do that, okay? It takes a lot of effort to choose not to do that. Okay, did that help?
Yeah, I was just going to say, because I was thinking about how, because I was just thinking if we were created this way, because in the verses where he was saying he searches the heart, and how in Jeremiah it says the heart is crooked above all, and it's just like, are we corrupted like this from birth because the only way for his light to come out is because we are more inherently in the darkness?
Okay, I wouldn't call it corrupted because that gets back to original sin nonsense, okay?
I didn't mean it that way.
I know you didn't mean it, but I don't want people to go there.
Okay.
Okay, no, it's not that we're corrupted, okay? We are made flesh. We're made in the earth. We're made in the below. And so those are the things of the flesh and the below, okay, and the earthly things. So that's our natural instinct, like an animal would have, right? And then we're created to start to elevate and overcome those things by seeking the things of above, which is the fruit of the Spirit things. Okay, the fruit of the Spirit is not anger, bitterness, all that negative stuff. It's love, joy, peace, etc. But those things, while they're there, and they can manifest fairly naturally when ideal conditions are happening, we can choose them under any condition over time with practice. You don't have to practice getting angry or disappointed or depressed or frustrated. They just happen very naturally, okay? It takes practice, okay, to have love, joy, peace, patience, etc., especially in all conditions. In other words, all circumstances. He wanted us to have all of the below stuff that we would be born with so that we can then have the challenge of it, because in the future, all things will start flesh and have to become above. So then we have to learn how to overcome our natural flesh. So the flesh is not a corruption, it's our natural state, okay? So let's get away from all this like somehow we got corrupted. No, our natural state was to be created flesh, earthly, not spiritual, in the below, okay? That's what you saw the whole world become before the flood. The flesh just took over, okay? And then he's seeking those that would seek to overcome the flesh and become aligned with the above.